It's home to just over 9 million people and one unlucky commuter. June 27th of 2023 was a typical day in the city. Traffic was flowing at a steady pace, but Mother Nature was about to shake things up. Keep your eye on the bus and the car that comes up behind it. The bus pulls forward, but dips awkwardly into the pavement. You can see where the road collapsed, nearly causing the bus to fall in. The white car never saw it and drove over the sinkhole like a booby trap. A few Good Samaritans rushed to help the driver and his passengers out of the car. Officials arrived later on and surrounded the area with giant yellow barriers. It seems like they didn't. 7th of 2014, several cars escorted an oversized load from Abingdon, Virginia to Sevierville, Tennessee. But this wasn't your ordinary big haul. This was a massive steel beam that was too big for the average flatbed. So they took a slightly different approach. The front end was placed on the semi-truck, while the back end sat on its own platform. The middle portion was supposed to stabilize everything, but that didn't work out so well. As you can see, there's nothing connecting the rear platform to the semi-truck. They must have assumed the steel beam was heavy enough to keep everything in place. Keep your eye on the rear as it comes around this turn. Things look okay at first, but it drifts toward the barrier. Then, smash! The steel beam slides off and tips over, dragging the cab with it. Our driver hops out of the car and sprints across the beam to make sure his partner is okay. Moments later, another man comes to the rescue. They climb into the cab and rip the door open. By the end, it looks like they got the driver out. And we're not sure where along the journey this accident took place. Else was running through those pipes. It's tough to see through the dirty windshield, but it looks like there was enough gunk to flood the street. The car parked over the blast site wound up on its side. While several cars were damaged, there was nobody around when the pipe randomly burst. Our driver is lucky they forgot to turn off their dashcam after they parked. Or maybe they were trying to capture something else. Russia has more dash cameras than anybody. That's because the corrupt legal system rarely favors first-hand accounts of collisions. So, people need to make sure they're recording to prove their case failure on his dashcam. It was Christmas Eve of 2015. The officer pulled through a toll booth and quickly caught up with a truck full of bricks. Apparently, the bricks put too much strain on the rear axle. Our officer goes through the toll and spots the truck up ahead. He eventually catches up, but can't get around the slow truck on the one-lane highway. Then, out of nowhere, the rear axle fails, causing the truck to collapse and roll over the barricade. One of the tires rolls towards the officer, who quickly throws his cruiser in reverse to avoid getting hit. Moments later, the driver climbs out of the truck and sprints after the runaway tire. We're not sure what the officer is saying at the end, but it's probably along the lines of, "Buddy, what happened?" Thankfully, the driver wasn't hurt when the truck nearly rolled over. We imagine it took a while to clear the road.